Baba God, now your hand working. Don't be lying. Now your hand working. I say, you know easy.
Hi, it's Vivian Ukwejibola with Trendy Africa Entertainment with Basketmouth here. How are you today, sir?
I'm very fine, thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you enjoying Texas so far?
Texas is great, it's fun. I like it. I always like it here. I've been here before. I've been to Dallas several times, so it's the same old thing. It's nice people, nice. Not the weather is not great, but it's I'm enjoying myself so far.
So you're having fun?
Yeah, I am. I'm having fun.
Okay, good. So tell us how you started, like where you started from.
It's a long story. I don't know if you have that much time on this, but okay, it all started. Professionally, I started doing comedy in 2001. This year happens to be my 10th year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. There's nothing to it anyway. But before then, I used to be that funny kid in the class, funny kid in the hood, like, that same guy that go like, Bright, come crack, come tell us some funny stories, And there's this stuff in school that they used to, like in America they call it yo mama. But back then in Nigeria, they call it wording. So I used to be the king of wording. Like, So those are the things I used to do. But the first time I decided to do comedy, I knew I could do it, was when I saw a friend of mine, after hearing me tell stories and all this stuff. I lie, I cook up stories a lot. I just, spirit of different stories. And this guy looked at me and gave me a tape, Eddie Murphy's Delirious, and said, Bright, go and watch this stuff. It was a VHS tape. And I watched it. I was like, this is what I do. I can do this, But then I couldn't really create materials. I was still stuck with the wording kind of, But eventually everything started, from one thing led to another. At the end of the day, I'm here. But trust me, it wasn't a long story, but it wasn't easy. Because back then comedy wasn't a big thing in Nigeria. It wasn't like, they had about like max 6 top comedians the whole of Nigeria. So making it in the industry wasn't really that easy, but things happen. I met a couple of quite a number of comedians that helped me out, pushed me from one angle to the other, and everything worked out eventually.
Okay, your name Basketmouth, I like that name, but could you tell our viewers how the name Basketmouth came about? Okay,
like I was saying, back then I used to be like, I used to word a lot. I used to insult people. So when I get on stage, like the first show that I did, I was trying to crack jokes, which wasn't my thing. I got on stage and I was actually booed off stage. I didn't know the ethics. I didn't know the whole rules and everything. So I just came in the same way I cracked jokes for my friends in the room and all. I tried to use it on stage, but it didn't work. So they booed me off stage. And a friend of mine was like, Bright, come on. Do the same thing you do. Like when you insult you, just go on stage. Anybody that hits you, give the person a jab back, and all this stuff. So I go on stage the next show. And I go on stage. Funny enough, when I go on stage that particular show, because back then I used to be in this rap group, so we used to sing as well. So we go on stage not as I didn't go on stage as a comedian. I went on stage as a rapper, So we were performing and they were booing us off stage as well, because then we're doing hardcore rap music, and hardcore what MI is doing right now. It wasn't accepted then, As they were booing us, boo, get out. I'm like, no, this can't go down like this. So I told the DJ to kill the music. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to face this crowd. I told the group, you guys just leave. And I started hitting on everybody one after the other for about like an hour. The place was just torn apart. And when I got off stage, I went out, and this guy walked up to me, man, you have a Basketmouth. I'm like, oh, nice name. That's my name from now on. I told my friend Bayo, you know what, my name is going to be Basketmouth from now. Like, that's it. That's how it all started.
So who do you think has influenced you in your comedic career?
The first influence I had was Eddie Murphy, like I said. Then the likes of, in Nigeria, the likes of Ali Baba, Oke Bakassi, and a couple of other comedians, Ganduki. They influenced my work, they influenced my drive. I could die, all these people. Then recently, Bobby, Bucci, I could save all these guys. But in the Western world, I think and I know that my work has been highly influenced by the likes of D. Ray Davis, Chris Rock, Steve Harvey, D.L. Hewley. I watch these guys perform, And one thing I try to learn from them is their timing, because comedy is about timing. You know, you have to know when you understand to start the next material, where you have to put a particular punchline, because the joke doesn't necessarily have to wait until it gets to the punchline before everybody can laugh. So it's all about timing, how you create the material, the structure, how you flesh it up and everything. So these are the things that I learned from these guys. So these guys, they really influenced me. Loads, Cedric the Entertainer, all these guys, they, you know, I don't have just one person. I have like a, you know, and right now, presently, one guy I get a lot of inspiration from, like, you know, it's Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is like on top of my list right now. Yeah.
What do you think makes a good comedian?
Like I said, a good comedian, first of all, apart from the fact that I'm not going to talk about branding right now, but you know, everything in life has to do with branding. You understand, whatever you do. But a good comedian, first of all, you have to be able to define yourself. You have to be sure. Comedy is not, it's not an ability. It's not like ability. And there's this stuff they say, like, ability is different from ability and all that kind of stuff. Ability is something like you're born with. Ability is something that you learn. Like something that anybody can do it, you know. So you have to be born with it. It has to be a talent, first of all, because being funny, trust me, it's not something you can learn. You understand? You can learn how to crack a particular joke, but when you get on stage and you understand the complex, or you get intimidated by the crowd, you lose your line, or you understand you're uncomfortable, you start panicking. Definitely you can't get it right. Then if they don't laugh to any joke you have, you're dropping, which means you're gonna be destroyed instantly. So yeah, it has to be something that is natural in you. So that way, if you're dropping it, they will even know that you're living your life. You're living a life in front of them. Your life has to be comedy itself. And it was about timing. You have to know how to time your materials. You have to know, and mainly, to be a very good comedian, you have to be able to create materials that people can relate to it. People can just listen and go like, this thing has happened to me before, you understand? Which is one thing that I do. I crack jokes. Most people don't know, but right now they know. I crack jokes that people can relate with. That way, if you're in your car, it happens to you, the first thing that comes to your mind, Basketmouth cracked a joke like this. You understand? So that's the trick. You understand? Just live in the minds of the people, subliminal. Just put it there. But right now, I'm not being very professional as I should be. Normally, to prepare for a comedy show, definitely you need to write new materials. You need to, you understand, psych yourself up and all those stuff. But I don't do it anymore. But I'm trying, like, when I get back right now, I'm gonna start working on it. Well, the thing is, normally, if you want to do a comedy show, depending on your time, if you're doing an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, however you want to do it, you need to be prepared. Like, you need to know everything. There has to be a link. You have to be like a theme. Your materials has to be something that people, even if you join, if you catch up with me 15 minutes into my performance, you will just flow with the crowd. It's not something that you need to wait for another 10 minutes or 5 minutes to know what I'm talking about. So your material doesn't have to wait 2-3 minutes before people can understand what you're talking about. People should be able to understand what you're talking about from the beginning. They understand from the beginning of your delivery. So these are the things that one is supposed to do, you know. And mainly, you know, I don't do that, but I know you have to stand in front of the mirror, know your expressions and all those things I don't do. I like being spontaneous. I go on stage and just let myself go. It's like, how do I put it now? Mine is more, for me, I'll speak for myself. If I want to prepare for a show, all I need to do is just free myself, get on stage and let it go. I won't sit down and say, okay, these are the jokes I'm going to crack. Definitely, I can scribble something that I can, okay, these are the points I want to make, these materials I like to talk about. But I get on stage and I just let it go.
Last question. So where can our fans, your fans, and viewers learn about your upcoming shows?
I'm having a show. I talk about it on Twitter. But mainly, if you want to follow me up, it's on my website, www.basketmouth.tv.
Those of us Twitter geeks who would love to follow you on Twitter, please, what's your Twitter name?
Basket_mouth.
Okay, for us Twitter gigs.
Oh, don't follow me.
Okay, for us Twitter gigs who really love Basketmouth, it's basket_mouth. Okay, so thank you, Basketmouth, for this very lovely interview.
Thanks for the support. You guys are the reason why I do what I do and the reason why I'm here. I love you guys. God bless you. I'd like to say a big shout out to the promoters of this show, Big Entertainment and Town Criers. And also I'd like to give a big shout out to the guys making you start able to see this right here. Trendy Africa Media. Thank you very much for making this possible. Thank you. God bless you.
Once again, I'm Vivian Ukwejibala with Trendy Africa Media. Have a good day. God bless you. Bye.
No be lie, I say no be lie, no be everybody. Why sleep for night, you wake up, see the light, see the future is bright, I need to enter for eye, make you do your best, Papa God go handle the rest, even if you no get money, they jolly they shake body, no need to get your body, if it no be God way, that's some baby dead body, nobody be no baby. When you fall, you go stand up again. You try him again and again.